So, Trunks has blue hair now. To be honest, I was highly doubtful that they were going with this design choice, as Toei Animation does not have the best reputation of consistency when it comes to hair designs, and they often do correct themselves. However, I'm very surprised that they went through it and acknowledged the hair change in the latest episode. But I'll just say this now, just to put it out the way. I absolutely have no problem with the hair color itself. I could actually care less what hair color they use. Trunks could dye his hair green, wear glasses, and start playing basketball at a Japanese high school, and it would not bother me. Maybe. But in all seriousness, I'm not trying to hate on the design, but I can't help but question it. I mean, like, did they actually forget his hair color? But that would be impossible since Kid Trunks already has purple hair, and when Trunks had a flashback in DBS episode 47, his flashback portrays him as having his original hairstyle. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are like, well, okay, it's just a hairstyle. There were many instances where her designs are suddenly changed, and you're right. However, I still think that Dragon Ball always picked hair designs that matches the aesthetic theme of the show. For example, look at these two pictures of Trunks. One is 18 or 19 years old, and the other photo is almost twice his age. Now, if you look at the 19-year-old Trunks closely, even without knowing much info about him, you can tell that this guy has been some shit in his life. My boy Trunks looks like a soldier. He looks like he was in Vietnam. You can tell that his backstory really matches the design. Just look at his facial expression. Now compare this to the other pic. In the other pic, Trunks looks like he was invited to a rejected Halloween party. He does not look like an aged Trunks. He looks like someone who might be related to him, but not Trunks. Not to say he doesn't look bang up. The poor dude looks absolutely hopeless and weak, but if you think just appearing weak like that matches the aesthetic of the series, then I urge you to go back and watch Dragon Ball Z. Trunks was 17 years old and he was hopeless and weak, but do you know what added to that backstory? That he actually looks tough. So when you see all these horrible things happening to a person who sliced Frieza in half like he's nothing, then it makes you feel scared for all the other characters, because you're thinking, damn, this guy looks so powerful, but yet he doesn't hold a candle to the androids. But in this new arc, that layer is completely gone, overshadowed by a Trunks that doesn't match what you previously knew about him. And that to me is the real problem. It's these little inconsistent details that are hard to overlook. And again, that's not because I don't like the color, they can change it to whatever. But what really hurts the viewing experience in Dragon Ball Super is that they have this inconsistent theme of just being inconsistent with pre-established details in the franchise. And they do it time after time. And that is what's really problematic. The show is heading to this direction that is filled with plot holes, where the series does nothing to explain to you, and all that does is just split the community in half and make Dragon Ball fans argue with each other over everything. Seriously, every single episode in Dragon Ball Super is accompanied by a herd of fans preaching their own headcanons that helps them sleep at night. It's frankly annoying and hurts the integrity of the franchise as a whole. However, I'm not yet giving up on Dragon Ball Super. On the contrary, I'm super excited for this arc. It looks so sick and awesome, and I have faith that Toriyama will turn this around. I just hope we can at least minimize the inaccuracies that we keep getting. If we can do that, then I'll be able to sleep myself at night. But overall, I hope you enjoyed my Dragon Ball perspective, and hey, I don't expect anyone who watches this video to agree with me, so instead of feeling angry, you can just tell me your point of view. But anyways, please like and subscribe, and see you next time.